Dear students, this is Mahesh Javalkar from Maratha Polytechnic, and today I am posting my next video on applications of electronic engineers, in which we are going to see the automation, office automation, and in that we are going to see what are printers. So here, office automation printers will be our topic today. And in that, we are going to see what is a printer, what types of printers, working of printer, and features of printers. Then initially, if you go to see what is a printer is an output device that prints paper documents. It is obviously because we use in our labs and our companies, factories, offices, household, everywhere we use a printer. A printer is an output device that prints paper documents. So you can see a printout coming out. This includes text documents, images, or a combination of both. So, okay, so many things we can print. So, a printer, it can be seen like this. This is one of the laser printer shown, HP Laser 1020 Plus. Then this is also one type of laser jet printer, and this is also your HP DeckJet printer. So now, types of printers. Okay, the two most common types of printers are inkjet and laser printers. So these are most commonly used in today's world. One is called as inkjet printer and the laser printer, second one. Inkjet printers are commonly used by our consumers, while laser printers are a typical choice for business. Okay, now earlier to this, there was something called as dot matrix printer, which have become increasingly rare. It is very less now, are still used for basic text printing. Then working of printers. Printers work by converting digital images and text into physical copies. This is the basic work of a printer. They do this using a driver or specialized software that has been designed to convert the file into a language that the printer can understand. This is important. From your a computer, when you give a command, then the file is taken into a particular language that the printer can understand, and with that, it will print that particular file. The image or text is then recreated onto the page using a series of minuscule dots. Okay. Then, as an example, we will show the working of laser printer here. Okay. So laser printer, if you see how it's working over here. Now here you can see you are having a paper tray down. Here you are having a paper tray in which your paper will be put so that it can be printed on. Okay, so here down you can see your paper tray, and above the paper tray you see a fuser. Okay, and above the fuser you see a toner. Okay, you see a drum, you see a laser unit. Okay, now here paper, whatever you are going to scan, okay, now that has been kept over here. So here you can see this is the image, whatever is going to be scanned. Okay, so here this is the image, whatever is going to be scanned. Now that image will be scanned with a laser unit. Here you can see a light going here, and that light will be reflected. Okay, if that image is white, then light reflected will be more. If that image is dark, then the light or reflected will be less. Okay, now that light which reflects on the drum will make a electrical shadow here of the same image, electrical shadow of the same image. Now that electrical shadow goes to the toner. Toner will be again your positively charged, and the toner will be having some inks, and that ink will make a photo fall on the paper on which you are going to print by a fusing heating element. Okay, after that heating element comes into picture, that particular paper will get printed and it will come out. So here you will be having your paper exit. So here, from here your paper will enter. This is the showing of the paper will enter. It will go to that fuser. It will get printed here, It will get printed here, and then it will come out from here. Okay, it will come out from here, and it will go out of the printer. Now this is the direction of the paper movement, but actually what happens inside is this image which you have got from the computer command. This image will be scanned by the laser here, and that laser will put a electrical shadow image here on the drum. Now that drum will make the use of the toner material, that is the ink or the powder, which will make an impact of the same image on the paper here by heating the fusing that particular ink on that paper, and that will be printed, and that paper will come out like this. It will come out of your printer after the print. Okay, so this is, as an example, we have shown laser printer working. So a laser printer uses a slight different approach for printing. It does not use ink like inkjet printers. Instead, it uses a very fine powder known as toner. A control circuitry is a part of the printer that talks with the computer and receives the printing data. A raster image processor RIP converts the text and images into a virtual matrix of dots. The photoconducting drum, which is the key component of the laser printer, has a special coating which receives the positive and negative charge from a charging roller. A rapidly switching laser beam scans the charge drum line by line. When the beam flashes on, it reverses the charge of tiny spots on the drum, respecting to the dots and that are printed back. As soon as the laser scans a line, a stepper motor moves the drum in order to scan the next line by the laser. So it is line by line you are going to scan, line by line that laser will be reflected, and line by line that image will be formed. Okay. Then you can see a developer roller plays the vital role to paste the toner on the paper. It is coated with the charged toner particles. As the drum or touches the developer roller, the charged toner particles cling to the discharge areas of the drum, reproducing your images and text reversely. Meanwhile, a paper is drawn from the paper tray with the help of a belt. As the paper passes through a charging wire, it applies a charge on it opposite to the toner's charge. When the paper meets the drum, due to opposite charge between the paper and toner particles, the toner particles are transferred to the paper. A cleaning blade then cleans the drum and the whole process runs smoothly, continuously. Finally, a paper passes through the fuser, which is a heat and pressure roller, melts the toner and fixes on the paper perfectly. This is the theory of the working of the laser printer. Okay. Then the most important point, according to your syllabus, we are going to see the features of printers. Now, in features of printers, the first feature is printing speed. Printing speed determines in the pages per minute (ppm) or characters per second (cps). So printing speed, how many pages per minute you are going to print, or how many characters per second you are going to print, that will give you the printing speed. Then a resolution. A resolution refers to the quality of the print, and it expresses by the number of points, pixels that the printer can create on paper. Okay, that is the resolution. Then you have print quality. Print quality is generally expressed in dots per inch dpi. This measurement indicates how many individual dots of ink or toner the printer deposits within 1 square inch of printable area. So the higher the DPI, the sharper and the clearer is the image. Then the next feature is memory or RAM. Most printers on the market today come with a certain amount of memory, that is RAM, built in. Memory in printers is critical to help prevent delays in print output and avoiding errors. Printer memory is used to store jobs as they travel to the printer from your computer. A general rule of thumb is that memory is directly linked to the speed and quality. So memory is important for storage. Okay. Then our connectivity. Most printers on the market today let computers connect wirelessly through Wi-Fi or over Bluetooth. This allows documents to be printed without plugging into a cable. There will be no hardwire in that. In many cases, you can even print without a computer. Many models today feature the ability to print directly from a digital camera's memory card. Then the next factor is duplex, next feature. Duplex printing enables you to print a sheet of paper on both sides automatically and manually. Okay, so if you're able to print on both sides of a paper, it is called as duplex printing. Then printing volume. Business that churn out large volumes of documents will certainly want to consider the capacity of a printer to handle the job. While it might cost less to buy a less expensive printer, the downside may be that your employees are waiting in line while a co-worker finishes up a long print job. A printer that does not have enough memory to store jobs will also result in problems, such as error messages, partial or uncompleted print jobs. So printing volume becomes important when the number of printings are more. Security on encryption is the next feature. The general nature of printers and multifunction devices, MFD, such as fax machines and copiers that are connected to the internet, make it possible for hackers to gain entrance to an organization's sensitive information and documents if the information is not protected properly. For that reason, there are several printer security features that deserve attention. So printer security is also available as a as an important feature of a printer. Thank you students for watching the video on what are printers.